What is career? Do we understand the word correctly? What does a person get from it? Reaching goals, dedication, financial stability, and social status. Successful career, can bring about personal growth, satisfaction with oneself and their life in general. Today I'll give you 5 advice that will help you to build career of your dreams. Number 1. Make a plan. Define your career goals. Think about what you want to achieve in your career or in the industries or the positions you're interested in. Recognize the skills and qualifications you currently possess and what you need to acquire to achieve your career goals. Set specific, measurable, and realistic goals. Determine what you want to achieve short-term and long-term and make sure your goals are specific, measurable, and realistic. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to become someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, a football player earning millions of dollars. The question is, would you be able to do that? Where are your skills at right now? Another thing is that a lot of people don't understand what their desires imply. For example, Ronaldo may have a giant house, but he cannot just go for a walk or go out to a bar with his friends. He has to have a strict discipline, diets and cameras at every corner. And again, the question is, do you really want that? You may already know that a lot of people who reached success too fast did not really end well. Their career rose so quickly that they simply couldn't handle it, and as a result, they burned out. Macaulay Culkin, the actor who became famous after Home Alone at 8 years old and later had issues with drugs and health, many of you know about his later career. Britney Spears, after achieving tremendous success, had also had problems with alcohol, health, and mental health. She's been constantly appearing on the news with, let's say, not the best stories. What are the techniques in general? I know one called SMART. Not just being smart, it stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. What does it mean? First, goals must be specific and well thought. Ask yourself, what do you want to achieve? Why is it important? This is where point 2 comes in. Goals must be measurable so that you could track your progress. This adds to the part where people couldn't control their career success. How are you going to measure your progress? What would be the indicator that you've reached your goal? The third point, achievable. Goals must be realistic and achievable. Ask yourself whether that goal is achievable for you. Do you have the resources and support necessary for reaching it? Point number 4. Relevant. Goals must align with your career and your life objectives. Does that goal agree with, your values and purpose in life? Does that goal fit your long-term vision? Point 5. Time-bound. Goals must have deadlines. You have to have discipline and know when to accomplish something. Questions to ask yourself. When do I want to reach that goal? By what day? Months, year. Once setting a goal, it's important to check it with all of the SMART criteria. This will help you to stay focused, motivated, and will increase the chance of your success. Also remember that the SMART technique should be applied as a process, not a one-time thing. It's important to review your goals and correct them if they don't show to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and of course time-bound. And while SMART is a good word, our company's name, SMAPS, is coming from that word, starts from S. SMAPS means smart products and services. The big secret has been revealed, and then we shortened all that to SMAPS. Use networking. This is very important. In some of post-Soviet schools and universities, the theme of networking is kinda barely touched there. Nevertheless, it's very important. If you ask anybody who's achieved anything significant in this life, they've surely had somebody helping them at some stage of life. Well, that's what networking is about. Behind successful people, there is often somebody who gave them some sort of a push. I'll give you a few examples. Steve Jobs, I have a special episode on the channel about him. Steve Jobs didn't simply pop out of nowhere. His family lived in a rich neighborhood. His father, who's not his biological father by the way, worked for Hewlett-Packard. And then, thanks to knowing people, Steve got an internship at HP production line, and that's when he got that colossal experience that other kids didn't have then. At that age, he already had a computer. At around 15, his father gave him a car. Can you imagine that? People around his area were also known engineers of whom young Steve communicated with. Elon Musk, our beloved billionaire. He also did his networking. He studied in nice universities. He also had his father. Not a lot of people talk about it, but Elon Musk's father was also a multi-millionaire. He mined diamonds in South Africa and did a lot of other things. He was also a good engineer. So Elon Musk was already in a higher social circles as a child. Zuckerberg studied in Harvard. Some say he graduated, some say he didn't. Doesn't matter. He was in Harvard. First of all, it's not easy to get into. Not only you need to pass exams, you also have to put down a lot of cash. I remind you, Harvard costs $60,000 a year. Not everyone can pay that. Zuckerberg's parents also were not poor. Why is everyone trying to get into Harvard? Because of the connections it offers. A lot of rich people, and Zuckerberg was hanging around in that environment with lots of rich, talented guys. I mean, guys with rich parents. Well, if you watched the movie The Social Network, there he borrowed his idea from brothers who were also affluent students. Conclusion: use the opportunities of networking. Networking is extending your social connections for personal and business purposes. Real networking reflects a lifestyle, people, experience, skills. It opens opportunities to acquire what you don't have. It is long-term and importantly mutually beneficial relationships, not just exchanging business cards. You're only 6 handshakes away from 95% of people. It is a theory, guys, proposed in 1969 by American social psychologists Stanley Milgram and Jeffrey Travers. Their hypothesis is that everyone is indirectly familiar with everyone else on the planet through a chain of common acquaintances, on average consisting of 5 people. It might be all complete BS, but there is something in it, I think. So Milgram relied on data from 2 American cities. Residents of one of these cities were given 300 envelopes, which they had to hand to a certain person in another city. Condition was to only give it through one's acquaintances or relatives. 60 envelopes reached the recipient in Boston. Counting the results, Milgram concluded that on average every envelope went through 5 people. Have you ever thought about it like that? Say you need to send something urgently, like a parcel to somebody in another city. It needs to be done in no time. Happened to me many times. I am asking, like, my friend, can you find somebody there? Say I'm in Moscow and I need to go to St. Petersburg, or maybe you can ask your friends if any of their friends are going, and by the evening we eventually find somebody who's going to St. Petersburg. If something like that happened to you, sure, in the comments, tell me figuratively speaking, when you managed to solve your problems through 5 handshakes. To me, this happened many times. The more people know about you and your skills, more likely you'll be recommended to someone. This applies to doing a bad job too. If you're not good at something, like rumors will spread that you're not the one to hire. This way, networking is an important aspect of building a career. And by the way, if you're studying in a school or in a university, do they teach you how to network? Are there any programs or courses? Please write a comment. I'm really curious to know about certain schools. Your school. Let's talk about the ways to expand your network. First, visiting events, don't be shy. Conferences, networking events, industry meetings, anywhere you can meet potential contacts in your area. That's what I did after graduating university. I constantly visited exhibitions, I went to other cities, other countries, and from the beginning I went to the biggest events there is because I wanted to see how the greatest guys in my area did business there. You might ask how to get to these events. Today it's very easy. You simply type in the keywords like tractor exhibition or whatever you're interested in, browse through the list of events in this area and set off on your way. If you're short on money, just go to the closest one. And if you have like unlimited money or limited but you have enough, just go to an international exhibition. I advise you go there. And speaking of that, we also organize international exhibitions every year. We set up exhibitions on foreign education in 7 countries visited by representatives of schools and universities from around the world. We conduct meetings where the representatives can gather around the table and chat. We hold lectures in the lecture halls about the latest trends by the representatives and professors. It is a real cool event on foreign education. What's relevant, what are the jobs of the future. If you're interested in this type of events, link is in the description. Social networks, professional websites, talk to people in your industry or your professional area. Ask questions, don't be shy. Turn to people who you admire, who hold you as an example in your area. This instrument, let's call it this way, reveal the fact that some millionaire or a cool person can turn out to be down to earth and easy to talk to. But don't overdo it. Don't push people. You may write somebody and sometimes get a reply perfectly fine. But don't be annoying here. Stay within limits. Of course, one of the best ways to talk to a professional is to get their consultation. Paid, of course. In this way, this person will know that you value their time and their expertise is indeed needed. Just treat it as a lesson. You are paying for a lesson, for some sort of insider information. A successful person's time is usually expensive. They've achieved what they've achieved for a reason. And also, guys, another type of networking is helping others. It doesn't mean coming to somebody and saying, I'll help you to move these boxes. No, a lot of companies have internship-style job openings. With unpaid internships, internship without money, we'll call it like help. You come and help the company do something, perhaps some donkey work, but at the same time you learn from people, see how everything works. Or if you just like some company or companies, you might write them telling you that I want an internship and maybe even unpaid just for the learning experience. And you could get in, just don't be shy. Or you can try the same on social networks. You can find a person you admire or like several person you admire and you try messaging them, telling them you'd like to help in doing something to get an internship, and you maybe also get an invitation there. On to the next very important point, learn the art of selling yourself and your services. Ability to sell oneself is important for careers since it allows people to efficiently communicate their skills, qualification, value to potential employers and clients. Well, let's review several reasons why it's important for your career. Interview. It's where people can present themselves in the best light and to distinguish themselves from other candidates, or do the opposite. Business development. In business development roles, this ability plays decisive role in making new businesses or making deals. Leadership roles. In leadership roles, ability to sell yourself and your ideas is important in gaining support and approval from the others, from partners and some sort of potential clients. Personal branding. You've probably heard about that. Ability to convey one's unique value is an important aspect of personal branding, which helps you stand out among competitors. If you want to learn how to sell yourself, there are several steps you can undertake yourself. Know your value and uniqueness. Recognize your strong sides, real ones, your skills, qualification, and how they meet the needs of your potential employer or your clients. Practice your pitch. Prepare a clear, concise, convincing speech orally and in text. It has to emphasize your value proposition. Practice this until you're confident enough in saying it. And again, networking. Talk to people in your industry or your sphere and practice your pitch in different circumstances. Get your free feedback, look for responses to your self-presentation, and then correct where needed. Don't forget to perfect yourself. Always look for ways to improve your skills and knowledge and education. This will help you to offer more than others. Talk to people and be confident in your professionalism. And of course, guys, selling yourself is not simply telling about your achievements. It's not about how much you scored during a game. No, it's not about that. It's more about showing your potential value and what you can bring to the company or organization you're applying into. Keep learning and improving your skills. Learn new things that will help you reach your goals. Expanding your education, acquiring new skills and qualifications might help you remain competitive on the labor market and increase your chances of getting a raise. Here are a few ways in which professional education and training can help you build your career. Constantly improve your qualifications. Getting new qualifications, degrees, or certificates can make you more attractive for potential employers and increase your chances of getting hired or getting a raise in your job. Get new skills, attend courses and seminars that will add to your value. Stay updated on the latest trends in your area. Increase your worth for your current or future employer. Be open for new opportunities. New skills and qualifications may open up a completely new paths and raise your earning potential. Education and training leads to higher paying jobs. Employers on modern labor market look for highly skilled workers, and continuing with education and practice you remain competitive and increase your chances for success. Education and training is a perpetual process. It's important to keep learning and growing throughout your entire career. Yeah, guys, whole career, meaning your whole life. All successful people are constantly learning, all the time, all their life. Bill Gates is known for his love for reading and learning. In many of his interviews, he said that he reads about 50 books a year. Oprah Winfrey reads at least one book per week and has a personal library of over 2,000 books. Warren Buffett, the investor, is also known for his passion for reading. He claims to be spending 80% of his day reading. If you don't like reading, it's about time to start liking it. Point 5. Also very important. Learn foreign languages. A lot of business leaders know several languages. This can give you an advantage on the global market. Foreign languages are important for a career for several reasons. Let's look at the examples from the business world. The former CEO of Renault, Carlos Ghosn, is fluent in French, Portuguese, Spanish, and English languages. This helped him navigate the global automaker market and build successful partnership with companies in different countries. The founder of Alibaba Group, Jack Ma, is fluent in Chinese and English. This also helped him communicate with both Chinese and overseas partners. Even before founding Alibaba, he had flown to America and studying the English language, and that's where he actually conceived the idea of Alibaba. Founder of IKEA, Ingvar Kamprad, knew Swedish, German, and English. This aided in expanding his business across the globe. How knowing languages can help you personally. International business. In modern economy, a lot of companies do their business internationally. Knowing a foreign language will certainly give you an advantage in business relationships and negotiations. It will also open new possibilities. Employment. If you know another language, this of course gives you the opportunity to move abroad for an internship or a job somewhere far overseas. Understanding of the culture. Knowing of the foreign language lets you understand other cultures, and this can help you in different areas, public relations, managing personnel, and so on. Communications. Ability to speak another language lets you talk to your colleagues and customers from other countries and, of course, cultures. This makes working together more efficient just because people trust you more. Personal and professional development. Learning another language brings personal gain and aids in professional problem solving. It strengthens your cognitive abilities and raises your cross-cultural awareness. Find the time to learn another language. It may be hard, but staying consistent will help you. If you keep devoting to it at least 20 minutes every day, after some time you'll have noticeable progress, and also don't take mistakes or specific difficulties too close to your heart. They are temporary and may even add some charm to your work. Take for example Penelope Cruz's Spanish accent. She wasn't shy about it and just continued working on it. You can hear it especially in Vanilla Sky, in which he starred together with Tom Cruise, or take Arnold Schwarzenegger, especially in his early films.